as a child, you don't really understand why you're going through the things you're going through. And it's almost like nobody's really there to explain. Even if you do get an explanation, shit, it might not be good enough. Or you don't understand anyway, so it really doesn't even matter. But when you become an adult, that's when it all hits the forefront and you know what's going on. You see it. You feel it. And you start to question yourself, like, was it me? Is it my fault? Now I'm in this position. Will I be good? Will I be great? Then you get doubt saying that you won't because they weren't. That's what I'm going through. I have thoughts of every day of being a mom, but it's crazy because I don't know. I just wish I could have known why, you weren't there for me. I mean, shit, now you taking pictures with my older brother, my little sister, still not trying to communicate with me, but to tell me to, child, I could go on and on and on, but I'm stating my piece, and I don't give a fuck who got a problem with it. Enjoy. So the fact of the matter is, it's time to face certain things in life. I'm at a certain age, and I need to be true to myself. I need to make my own decisions, and I need to stand on them with how I feel. So the truth of the matter is, my mama wasn't there for me, right? So I've been wanting to make this video for a minute. I asked my dad, he was like, don't do it. I asked my stepmom, she said, don't do it. Several other people. And they were like, you don't have to put everything on the internet. But there's ways you do things, I feel like it's how you do it, not what you do. So I'm not here to bash or to demean or anything like that. I'm just simply here to tell my truth. And the truth is, my mama wasn't there for me. My mom and my pops had me a long time ago. And my dad told me a couple years ago that my mom wasn't ready to have me. He told me that she was more so doing it for him. He just told me this a couple years ago. In other words, I guess she wasn't ready for a child. Maybe she didn't want a child. He said that, his other kids, he couldn't really get them. So he wanted his children, but it was hard to get them back. So he wanted a child, you know what I'm saying? He wanted his baby to raise. So she had me. He said after she had me, everything pretty much went downhill as far as how she was acting and what she was doing. She was on drugs. It's no point in hiding this because, after a while, people gonna know who I am, so I don't give a damn. But anyway, she was on drugs, and that's when she was starting to do drugs. So, probably was doing it before. He said that he had found out. He didn't really know, so he found out. So, she could have been doing them before, I'm not sure. After that is when she started, wanting to party more or do whatever it is she wanted to do. She didn't want to raise no child. I couldn't stay with him because he was just working entirely too much. My dad is a hustler. He was hustling. He couldn't take care of a baby by himself. He knew he wanted a baby. He wanted a family. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, my dad ended up taking full custody of me. And that's when he and my today stepmom, real mom though, started dating. She had 2 children already. Me and her son was the same age. We were only a month apart. So he created his family. Boom, we started life. I was 5 years old. So when I was about, I want to say like 8, I called her on my birthday because she didn't call me. And this is something I never forget. It was my birthday, so that was my intention on calling. So I didn't call and was like, yo, it's my birthday, why you ain't say happy birthday? We just having a conversation. And she never said happy birthday, but she ended up asking me like, when is your birthday again? Now, as a child, I was very emotional. Very, very emotional. Hell, as an adult, until a couple of years ago, I was very emotional. Not so emotional anymore. Well, at all. So, that hurt my feelings. Crushed my heart. I was thinking like, how you have a child and don't know when your child's birthday is? You endured all that pain. You had a C-section. And you don't know when my birthday is? Lost respect for it then, you know? When I turned 11, this is when puberty started and I'm feeling myself. Hell, I got long, pretty hair, nice body, nice little chocolate thing walking around. And boys were really, really into me. And my dad was always busy. Like I told you, so I don't feel like I was getting the attention that I wanted as a child. I wanted so much attention. I just didn't feel like I was getting it. So ended up getting it from guys, you know what I'm saying? And at a young age, 11, yes. So I had an incident where they thought I was having sex around that time, which I was not around that time. And, you know, a situation happened. My dad was pissed and he went into a rage, and I was afraid of him. It was a rage of like beating your child, you know what I'm saying, like whooping your child. It wasn't like a rage of him trying to kill me, just a rage of him wanting to punish me for whatever he thought I'd done. I was afraid because I did not do that, you know what I'm saying. He didn't believe me. I was a liar, you know, bad kid. I was a liar, you know, he just couldn't believe me. So he wouldn't believe me. I was afraid. So I called my brother, which is my real mother's son. And I'm going to start saying biological mother. My biological mother, son. He old enough at the time. I think he was like 20. He's 10 years older than me. So he's probably like 21. He's just not getting his prime, you know what I'm saying? So I guess he told her, they came down and got me. They said that we was going to leave and go back and pretty much not tell my daddy. So they kid. So my daddy ended up getting on the phone with him like, yo, what are y'all doing? They said it. I guess they squashed it somehow and pretty much was like, all right, she can stay up there for the summer type shit. So when I went up there, this is some things that my parents don't know. So if they watch this video, I don't know how they're going to feel. But life of a YouTuber. When I went up there, you know, I was pretty much able to do what the hell I wanted to do. So that's what I was doing. I had a little boyfriend named James. He stayed 2 houses down. Nice looking brother. He was really sweet, nice, you know. And this other guy across the street, he was 17 years old. And, you know, very nice looking brother. He was the bad boy. The guy I had was the good boy. Me and him went on a couple dates. At 11, y'all. We went on a couple dates by ourselves. My parents ain't play that shit. His parents ain't give a damn. I think he was like 12, probably. But we were going on dates, and like, we went like to the fair. We went to like a go-kart thing. We went to the movies. And Lord, that story about the movies, child. Anyway, we went to the movies and stuff like that. So my dad had brought me some jewelry a long time ago. And, you know, that jewelry got missing. So I didn't have my jewelry anymore. That was strike one. She was never there. So I was eating anything I wanted. I was getting fat. That was strike two. My metabolism was terrible. My metabolism is terrible. So when I was smaller, if I ate a lot, you could tell I got fat. But if I didn't, I could eat a lot and work out. You know what I'm saying? I had to be that child to work out, so I had to be in sports in order to stay fit and stay small. You know, and I was getting fat, you know, being fast. At this point, I'm like, shit, he believed it anyway, so I might as well be fast. I was fast, and I already told y'all about the time I lost my virginity, so I'm gonna put the link in the description about that. I'm not about to go over that again. But anyway, how I attempted to lose my virginity, but it didn't work. But you know, one day I'm with my little boyfriend or whatever. His name is James, and he was like, let's go to the movies. What we went to see, I don't remember, but I was like, all right, who I got to ask? So I finally seen her, and I was like, you know, I want to go to the movies. She was like, okay. I was like, are you gonna come get me from the movies? She said, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, the movie started this time, ended that time. We ain't had cell phones then. You know what I'm saying? Not kids. If you did, I mean, you was the most spoiled kid on the block. You know what I'm saying? But they had no kids around that time. I ain't had no phone. So the movie over with, and I'm like, you know, I bet. Hopefully she pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm thinking she'll come in and get me. She never came. Damn, I'm ashy. She never came. My brother pulled up, and he was just going to the movies. So I'm like, he like, what are you doing here? It was late. They movie stayed open like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. It was about 12. Now James asked to take me home, but it was James and some other dudes. Not James, his mama. You know, he was just kind of free to do whatever he wanted. But in that situation, I was raised not to do stuff like that. So get in a car with a bunch of boys, nah, I'ma wait. By the grace of God, my brother came, and he was like, what are you doing here? It's 12 o'clock at night. I was like, your mama ain't come get me. He was like, oh my God. Alright, well, you gonna have to go to the movies with us. Him and his little boo thing or whatever. Brother 21. And my brother's a nice, very, very nice looking brother. I know he didn't want to do that shit. But he did. And so the next day, my daddy was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a 14-hour drive. He wasn't catching no plane. My daddy liked to drive. He drove there. Got there in 14 hours, or hell, probably 10. He was booking it. So he came and he was like, you know what I'm saying? We out. And I'm like, for real? I ain't really want to leave. But anyway, I'm putting 2 story times in one. The point is, she ain't pick me up, bro. And, you know, as I got older, my graduation came. She did come to my graduation. I'm paying her more attention than other people that been there. That was the worst. Because I feel like I was hurting people's feelings around that time. And, you know, I'm a kid. I got mixed emotions. You know what I'm saying? So, as an adult, you know, we still really not talking. And a few years ago, I feel like this is when she got clean. She wanted to talk to me, but her talking, it sounds weird. It's not full sentences. It's not, I can't talk. I can't relate to what she's saying. So that was a struggle. So I'd rather just text. I'm texting or whatever. So then, about a couple years ago, she gets into this God thing, you know. Like, you know, God is this, God is that. She get on social media. She all on my shit, you know. So now I can see stuff on social media. So now my brother's 40, you know, or about to be. And I'm the age I am. I'll tell y'all my age one day. But some people know it, some people don't. But, so I'm like, man, I'm starting to see pictures, you know. She's looking different. We still not communicating. And I'm just, at this point, I'm getting bothered. You keep spamming my shit. You know what I'm saying? Wanting, you know, just wanting certain things. And it's like, the part I kicked out of my life, Because that's a hard pill to swallow. Your mama wasn't there for you. You know what I'm saying? And now she wants to be a part of the endeavors you've worked on. You know. And not fix the relationship that you had with her. Or the relationship that you could potentially have. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm making this video because now I do feel like I wouldn't be, okay. I'm not saying that I don't feel like I'd be a good mother. It just scares me to be a mother. Maybe I need to stop saying that. I'm afraid to be a mother because of what I went through. And I have 100% in my mind to not do my child how she did me. I have that in my mind full-fledged. But it's a difference when you go from having your own schedule and waking up when you want to have to wake up no matter when you went to sleep or whatever you want to do, because that's your child got to be up. You got to take care of that child. You know what I'm saying? And it scares me. And not just, obviously, not just that, you know, but just parenting in general. It's just like, damn, am I going to get them traits? You know what I'm saying? Is that feeling gonna come over my body where I don't want my kid and shit? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm making this video, because it's just like, at this point in my life, that is bothering me. You know what I'm saying? That is bothering me. And it's like, it's not fair. You know? And then, a few months back, you know, she started popping the gums on social media saying little shit. Because I think she was feeling some type of way about how I was treating her. And I don't care. I wasn't being rude. I wasn't speaking to her. I was ignoring her. She don't like that. So, you know, she ended up saying something, and it was a subliminal to me. And I was asking her, like, what is the subliminal for? Like, I know you're talking about me, but what is the subliminal for? She like, you know, I don't be in drama, but she say, you know, what's she say? I'm all about self or being selfish or something. You should try it. Pretty much saying that she just pretty much thinking about herself. She being selfish. I should try it. And that was a little too much for me. So I'm like, oh, okay, bet. I done blocked on everything. I cut all the communication out. And I'm probably going to keep it that way for the rest of my life. So, you know, if she see this video, only thing I have to say to you is, you should do better. You know, parents be like, you know, I'm not always going to be young. Oh, I'm not always going to be here. Shit, me either. I'm not always going to be here. So what about me? What about me? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's not, maybe this should motivate me more to have a child. You know what I'm saying? Because I truly want to give my child the world. And it feels really real when you get to saying, like, I want a child. When I think of a child, like, I think of, like, all right, bet I'm about to start playing football, basketball, jiu-jitsu, because all my kids going to have jiu-jitsu and boxing in them. They're going to be able to whoop anybody's ass that come their way. Because I used to get bullied. Nah. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Every sport. You know what I'm saying? Learn. I want my kids to be smart as hell. So I want them on point. I almost want to homeschool them. I want to create a mall at the crib. Like, I have huge visions for my children. And the fact that I'm saying, like, my children, that's crazy to me. It blows my mind. And that this is how I feel. This is what I want. It's like I've made that decision. Like, this is what I want. But it's just like, that's my reservation. And I don't like it. I don't like it. It's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling. Because it's putting me on pause. Now, granted, I want to work, get my career popping, then have a baby. You know? But to create a career, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want my child to struggle. I don't want to go through certain things that certain people go through. You know what I'm saying? Or have been through. It's time for me to start doing new videos. I actually have a cool life. Y'all wouldn't know because all I'm doing is reactions. All I ask is that everybody, you know, stay tuned in, man. I'm going to be clickbaiting the hell out of y'all, you know. And I do want to open up to y'all. You know, this is me opening up to y'all. you know. I don't have much else to say. I feel like I got everything off my chest. I'm no longer emotional. I no longer feel bitter. I just feel like I wipe my hands with it. Because at the end of the day, yes, you are an adult. Yes, you are an elder. But I'm an adult too. I'm not an elder, but I'm damn sure an adult. You know what I'm saying? I never say anything to disrespect you. I never say anything to of the extent of being so disrespectful. You can't take back time, but you can create new memories. And that's something that you chose not to do. So therefore, it is what it is. But y'all, I gotta create my own family. And I am. And I can't wait. This message was to me. I needed to get this out. Thank y'all for listening. For more videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up, man. And yeah, we on to the next video. Peace.